Hi, and welcome to this weekly astrology forecast for quantumhealers.com. My name is Patricia, and we're going to look at the second week of January, starting at January 6th until January 12th. So let's dive in. I'm going to share my screen so that we can take a look at everything that's happening. And let me see, here we have it. Go to, okay, I think I'm going to move back just a tiny bit. Okay, here we have it. So this is the chart for the upcoming week. And the first thing that we notice is that the moon is first quarter in the sign of Aries. And Aries is all about making choices, making decisions, choosing for yourself and being assertive. And it is very interesting that the planet that is ruling Aries is Mars. And Mars is retrograde at the moment. And on January 6th, it is moving back into the sign of Cancer, which means that our tendency to be assertive and how to use our energy is more introvert at the moment when Mars is in Cancer. And this is quite important because this means that it's also a good time to look at our emotions around anger, around assertiveness, about taking your place, taking your position in life, and taking your position within relationships. So it's about focusing on yourself, but also to dive within and to look within how you are dealing with assertiveness at the moment. And then we have another interesting thing, but I would like to move to the next screen so we can have a closer look. And because I want to look at Mercury. Mercury is moving into the sign of Capricorn on January 8th. And so on this screen, it's still in Sagittarius, but on January 8th, it will move into Capricorn. Now, again, when a planet moves into a new sign, it's always very powerful. So this means that January 8th is a great day for communication. And when Mercury, the planet of communication, is into Capricorn, which is a very practical sign, it means that we are very practical in our communication. So this means communicating about facts and not as much about emotions. And try to communicate from a neutral point of view. And because Capricorn always thinks twice before they speak. And this means that Mercury, the planet of communication, in this silent sign of Capricorn, is also about being very mindful about how you communicate. But there is one thing happening this week which is really, really important. And this is happening on January 12th, which is where the North Node, which we can see over here, this symbol over here is the North Node. And the North Node is moving into the sign of Pisces. Now, the North Node represents karma. It represents our mission. And when we look at the lunar nodes in the birth chart, they represent the past life that we come from and the goals that we are setting in this life, our mission in life. Where do we go to in this incarnation? So the South Node represents the past or past lives, and the North Node represents the future and our mission and our goal and the things that we need to learn. So it's about life lessons. And it usually takes about 8.5 years for the North Nodes to complete their cycle through the zodiac. And now that it's moving into the sign of Pisces, this means that there is start of a new episode for Well, everyone, of course, but especially for people who have important planets in Pisces. And this new cycle about the North Node in Pisces is all about letting go, because it always activates the both zodiac signs of that polarity. So this is all about the Virgo Pisces theme. And Virgo is about control, being analytic, being critical, having this eye for detail, while Pisces is about letting go of control and relax and to focus on unity consciousness. Now, why is this important for quantum healers? Because hypnosis is also something that belongs to the sign of Pisces. This means that the upcoming year or 1.5 year will be very important for people who are working with past life regression and quantum healing. I think that there will be a theme coming up in past life regression sessions, which has got to do with water and Atlantis. I strongly feel that now that the North Node is moving into Pisces, we have all kind of themes related to the old Atlantis coming to the surface for people in sessions, but not only in sessions, but in life in general. This means that we have a chance to finally resolve issues that have their roots in the old Atlantis. And I know that many souls who had played an important role in Atlantis at the time have incarnated, well, for the last decades to also dissolve old karma around the events that happened, which has got to do, of course, with certain kind of scientific experiments. And I feel that the upcoming 18 months will strongly be about things coming to the surface around experiments, maybe experiments that have got to do with water or the sea or underwater life. Not only experiments, but there will also be new discoveries. Things will come to the surface related to the oceans and the seas. And now that we also have this transit of Pluto that has moved into Aquarius, I strongly feel that there will be discoveries coming up around maybe extraterrestrial life related to water or underwater, maybe UFOs being found underwater. There is this theme about well, life that comes from other planets that we will discover under the ocean or under the sea. So let's see what will happen. Now, in our personal lives, when we look closer at our personal lives and see what the North Node in Pisces means in our personal lives, it is all about emotions coming to the surface. And how do we deal with these emotions? Can we find a way to balance our emotions? So not suppressing them. We do need to find a way to express them, but in a balanced way, because in Pisces, our emotions tend to overflood. And so it will be important to find a way to deal with emotions, to let go of emotions, and to balance them. And I also feel that this whole theme about the lunar node in Pisces activating the Virgo Pisces polarity has also got to do with discernment and trust, meaning that if you have something important in Pisces in your birth chart, it will be more important than usually to focus on discernment and at the same time to be able to trust people and know who to trust and not to trust. So balancing the theme of discernment and trust. So this is about it for the upcoming week. And it will be interesting if you know anything about your own birth chart to see where the lunar node in your birth chart will take place, because the house where your Pisces is will be the area in life where you can feel this change happening for the next 18 months or so. And it's also good to look back at what happened in your life 18 years ago or 18 and a half years ago, because that was the last time when the lunar node was in Pisces. And we usually see that there is a repetition of certain events or a chance to process things that have happened 18 and a half years ago. So give it some thought. What was going on in your life 18 and a half years ago? In the house where your Pisces is in your chart. And so it could be that some things may repeat itself, or you can have certain encounters with people or memories coming to the surface. Something may need to be processed or released, or maybe you need to let it go. So I want to finish this session for today, and I hope that you will enjoy the next session, which will also be very interesting next week. So thank you, have a lovely week, and see you next time.